Alright, man, here we go with your mod. And first things first, always plug the hard drive into the bottom slot when the Wii is laying flat. I actually put tape over the top slot sometimes when I sell a mod, but always put it in the bottom slot. This mod will come with this blue Wii remote and this GameCube blue and this nunchuck. So let's get to it. The DVD drive does work on this one. I don't have one in there to show you the test, but won't ever need it anyway. The Wii games will load from here. Let's get to it. And this is a 1 terabyte hard drive, so it takes a few seconds to load. Right here, that's normal. Give it a few seconds to load and you'll see it. It's almost a terabyte. There's 289 Wii games on here. This is the Super Smash. Before I get to that, let's get through and show you where the Pokemon, I think the Wii Fit game is down here somewhere. Wii Fit Plus, you can see on the menu thing it says it's new because it's loaded up since the hard drive's been loaded. And I've never played this. I'm a fat guy, and so I don't know what it's going to do without the exercise board hooked up to it, but we'll see. Yeah, so there you have it. I'm sure it worked fine. Moving right along, go back into the USB loader for the Wii games. Let's go find those Pokemon games. So I actually got 3 games: Pokemon Battle Revolution, Pokepark 1 and 2. That was weird. Anyway, so I won't start those up because it'll take too long to do, but I'm sure they work fine. Get to the lecture at hand. Super Smash, so all you do is start up Super Smash. One thing, don't ever take the SD card out of there. That might mess up the configuration. And don't ever hook up a different hard drive other than what you got there, because that might mess up the configuration. So always leave the SD card in, don't ever take it out. If you go to hit the sync button, you might accidentally pop that out. I had someone who bought a mod from me not too long ago who did that. And he messaged me panicking. He's like, it's not working. Anyway, so this is normal. It could take up to 30 seconds for the screen to show. Remix DX, press A. It's either A or 2. As you saw that message, it tells you Tells you that it's really not designed for the Wii, so you might get system freezes. That's pretty normal from time to time. It's kind of buggy, but this is the best they got for right now for the Wii. And the GameCube controller is hooked up. So I'm not a Smash guy, I'm a kart guy. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. It's kind of cool though. So if you pick somebody, you probably already knew this, like this guy, and then you can press B and the B changes. If they have a color changes, it'll change it. On there. That wasn't a good example, but some of these guys have a bunch of different colors. That guy didn't have a bunch of colors either. Sub-Zero didn't have a bunch of colors. Some of these guys I was looking at earlier had a bunch of different colors, but oh well.
Versus Zelda. Ready, go!
Zelda's about to kick my butt because I don't play Smash. She was coming up there, I was going to kick her in the face. Oh no, she got the ball back. Told you she's going to kick my butt, man. It's messed up. Okay, so you see that it is working. Is it? The Game Boy Advance. Pretty much just go in. It's all alphabetical order. The folders are in alphabetical order. You got Game Boy Classic, the Japanese version, Classic Color. I don't know if you're interested in this stuff or not, but it's here, the Game Boy Advance. You see, you just go through and pick your game, load it up, play it. One thing I will say about this, your save options, your menu options. Once you're in a game, you have to start a game first. Then you can press the home button, and then you have save and load options. So if you have a save, then you go to load, and you see that that's weird. Oh, that's from today. I'm losing it. So you would load a game, and if you press the home button, if you wanted to save, you would hit save, and then to exit, you would just hit the main menu. So any of these games can have save. The other thing I was going to say was sometimes when you come back, when you exit a game and come back to this menu, sometimes it'll say the directory is empty. That's just because the hard drive is so large. If you just give it a few seconds, it should load up. If it doesn't load up, exit, then re-enter the emulator, and it'll come back. But that's pretty normal. Now, the Game Boy Advance The Game Boy Advance and the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo, all the menus are almost identical, so I'm not going to show you those. Plus, it's already getting into be a long video as it is. The N64 games, you have to use the GameCube controller with those. It has auto save. You'll see that it automatically detects the GameCube controller and it makes it number 1. The Wii controller is number 2. If you're just playing number 1, it just ignores it. So you go to load ROM, go to FAT, because that's what format the hard drive is. Then you just go in here and you find your game, locate your game, click on it. You won't need this to play. And you'll see autosave is enabled. Play the game. You can say I'm a kart guy, but not this kart. I'm a Wii and a Switch kart guy. That's right. Everybody shut up and sit down so I can win. I'm pretty competitive when it comes to this. So to exit the N64, you actually have to press the reset button here. Press it one time, it should take you back to this screen. It has autosave enabled. Then you can go in, you can load a different game, or you can quit the game. Exit this. The GameCube games. This is pretty stinking awesome because this being a terabyte drive, there's a bunch of GameCube games on here. Mario Party 4, 5, 6, 7, Toadstool Tour. If you ever played it on golf, man, it's fun. It's actually pretty fun. Metroid Prime. There's just a ton of games on here. You can never remember which controller you need to use to start it. Sometimes you have to use the Wii to just press A. Sometimes it's A, sometimes it's 2. And once the game starts, you would use the GameCube controller. There's a frog outside my window, man. It's driving me nuts. Pretty killer, pretty killer. I don't know if you ever played Metro. I used to play that back. The game is 22 years old now. Pretty incredible game still, I think. So to exit any GameCube game, you have to actually turn the console off. One press of the button, turn it back on. Let's check out the 7800. I don't know if you like it. I normally put the 2600, but for some reason the 2600 kept freezing, and it's really weird. It's usually because of the hard drive. So you just go in here and hold the controller like this, press A, and these are in alphabetical order. The folders, you just navigate through the folder just like on a computer. R for Robotron, that's one of my favorite games on the 7800. So I say 64. It's also one of my favorite games on the 64. That's the best version, the 64 version. Robotron. Of course, I'm an old dude. I can remember playing Robotron in '82 in the arcade. It was the bomb, baby. And hold the controls on this are clunky at best for this game. And it's just the way the game is. Just the fact that you have to move in that direction for it to shoot. Ah. So to exit the game, press the home button, press home button again. And now we'll check out the Sega. The cursor's freaking out because I'm sitting too close to the center bar. It's always like that, flaking out. So you start Sega Genesis, come in here and do this load game. Now I've got a couple of recents that I did test in previous testing. So if you come in here and do recents, you'll see that your most recently played games are here. Notice there's no cover art or art for the Ace of Aces. There is for Frogger. And I'll show you how to do that right quick. There's too many games for me to go in and do a screenshot for every single one. But basically, you crank up the game, and at any point, once the game starts, you can press the house, the home button, and over here in the lower right-hand corner, there's a screenshot button. Just use your cursor to go over there, just like on the Wii, and you'll hear it. Well, it's too silent, but it took a screenshot right there. Then you can press exit. Sorry. I don't want to exit. I'm going to go back to load game and go back to recent, and then you'll see that they both have a little screenshot there. Now, if you come in here and it says games can't be found or whatever, you need to go into only the Master System and Mega Drive are present. These other three systems are not present. So if you go to Master System, MS, and it's a huge file again, and you would go in here and they would have you would have the folders. See, it says previous directory. You don't want to do that, but you would have the yeah, here it is. So MS would be Master System. You click on this, and then all the games would be there. You hit the house button, home button, go back to Mega Drive, and if you hit B for previous directory, you'll see Mega Drive. You would click on Mega Drive. And the other three folders for the other three systems are here, but they're not present. I don't know why that is. It's always been that way. The guys who ever made this, not me. But then you would just scroll through here. It's in alphabetical order. Find your game. Whatever game, like Battletoads. Game starts out. Okay. I must have clicked on the. So then you press the home button, do a little screenshot. And I'm too close to the sensor part. And go back to load game, recent, and you see Battletoads as the little screenshot art. That may not even matter to you. You don't have to do it. I was just showing you how to do it. Anyway, that's it for Sega. I hate that it doesn't say Sega when it starts up. I don't know why that is. So now the other game that you're asking for, the Pokemon, it's a Rumble. It's right here. Also got the some WiiWare games, but the Pokemon Rumble is right here. So you actually don't have to use the GameCube. But all the rest, excuse me, the rest of those games have, say, you must use the classic controller. You can also use the GameCube controller in case you didn't know. But that is it. I've shown you all the rest of the stuff. This is like I said, this loads up the same. To show you right quick. This is really cool because there's a bunch of mods for the Super Nintendo, Super Mario World mainly, Super Mario World, some Mario Kart hacks, Legend of the Seven Stars, etc., etc. And save is the same way. You hit the home button when you're in there, just like I showed you on the Game Boy. Make sure that was working right. It kind of flaked out for a minute. Let's go back in here and double check this. Make sure it's going to work. You just never know with these mods. That's why I do a lot of double checking and triple checking. Yeah. And so once you're in the game, press the home button and that gives you your save and your. There's one from December 17th when I was doing some mod testing. You see that it does load up. That was it was on the next level. Anyway, all good. But that's it. Obviously, message me with any questions.